ESPN has it listed as Christian, Michael Thomas, Saquon Barkley, Zeke Elliott, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Hill, or Dalvin Cook, I should say. Sorry. Who would be your second pick, assuming Christian goes first?
I go back and forth, but I think I'm going to go Barkley if I get second pick.
Okay.
I know that New York kind of sucks, but maybe
They do
with
suck butt.
they do suck butt. But I think they're gonna beat him the rock still. I think they've got a lot of good options on the outside, but I think Barkley's gonna get a lot of play.
Okay. So my number two guy is actually Zeke. And I know it's PPR, but here's why I'm going Zeke.
Hold on, is that pre-COVID diagnosis or is this
No,
post?
it's actually post.
Oh wow,
I actually think there's an argument for Zeke going number one overall.
you crazy, Mr. PPR?
No. So listen to this. Listen to this. Going with these high picks, it's all about mitigating risk. I know Zeke is kind of like maybe making idiotic decisions, hanging out with Dak Prescott, parties at Dak's house, and all that sort of stuff. And of course, he gets COVID.
COVID.
But I was listening to PFT recently, and there was this idea that Chris Sims floated out there, and Florio was kind of like, yeah, this could happen, is that players actually try to get sick now so that they have the antibodies, and then by the time the season comes up, they're not going to get sick. So if you were to get sick during the regular season this year, essentially you're going to miss 2 weeks at least, bare minimum, because you have to be isolated, quarantined, and you might not be back in the fold until 3 weeks after you get diagnosed. So, for instance, say you actually get diagnosed on like a Thursday. Your game is on a Sunday.
Right.
That means you missed that Sunday. And then you probably missed the following 2 weeks. So that's 3 weeks of your season that you've missed.
Mm-hmm.
Although everyone might be bashing Zeke now, there is an argument that, hey, when draft season actually comes around, Zeke is going to be one of the guys that I have a guarantee that he's not going to get sick and have that 2 to 3 week hiatus during the season, making him actually less of a risky pick, even though he has coronavirus now. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I mean, if I lose this league due to coronavirus, I'm gonna be really pissed off.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll save it for the litter box.